between, well, a North Armagh derby between Clann and Maghery. Well, Clann have been the surprise package of the senior championship this year. Have to welcome Kevin Fox. Kevin, you know, Maghery, we probably expected Maghery to be in the semi-final, but Clann, we never thought that Clann would be here, but we have to say they're here on merit.
Yeah, absolutely. They're here on merit is right. They've played some great football throughout the championship so far, and they'll be coming in to the semi-final with plenty of confidence, as well as Maghery will as well. But they're both teams very much here on merit.
Well, I was talking to a couple of people out there, Maghery men and Clann men, and they were very, very pensive, the whole lot of them. Well, the Clann starting 15 is as follows: Sean Curry, and in wearing number 17 is Conor Bell, Barry McCambridge and Ryan Owens. Declan Lenihan, Shea Hefford, who got his card rescinded, and then we have John McLaughlin, Mark Beattie and Ryan Henderson in the middle of the field, Barry Seeley, Jack Wilson, Chris McCaffrey, David McKernan, Paul McKenna and James McDade.
Yeah, magic man up front, Paul McKenna, Damien, but I'm sure he put on another great show.
Yeah, well, we just pause for a moment for the national anthem. Well, you're very welcome back to the athletic grounds here, where Maghery line out as follows: Johnny Montgomery, Kevin Nugent, Arsene Lappin, Jared Campbell, David Lavery, Kieran Higgins, Niall Falker, James Lavery and Ben Creeley, Stephen Fox, Conor Mackle, Stephen Falker, Ronan Lappin, Aidan Falker and Stephen Cusack. So Kevin, well, I just see Paul McKenna's father from Clann sitting in front of me here. So Paul had a cracking game in the semi-final. Kevin, it's a hard one to call.
It certainly is a hard one to call, and there's no doubt both teams will, they'll be sitting anticipates for this game, knowing that they've a really good chance. Either team's really good chance of reaching the final, and they'll both be chomping at the bit. I expect a cracking match here, Damien.
No doubt about it. And Oliver Hurdy from Blake is the man in the middle. He will be throwing the ball into, well, in the next moment or two, there's big James Lavery just getting up, and Ryan Henderson, that great day back in Wexford Park where he scored a parcel of goals. Here we are in the semi-final of the Senior Championship, the Donnelly sponsored championship. The game is on, the ball is up in the air, and there goes Maghery. Young Creeley has the ball, pushing it long down towards the full forward. A chance here for Maghery. The ball is broken down. The ball spilled out, but Maghery have gathered the ball up. He spins round, looks up, pushes it out on the outside, over the left shoulder, and the ball goes left and wide, and that was an easy enough chance there, Kevin.
Yeah, you're a bit disappointed with that one. He'd come across and took the ball off a man well into space, and he should have just chipped it over the bar.
Well, there's no doubt about it, and we're looking for a cracking battle in the middle of the field between James Lavery and big Ryan Henderson. We'll see how that goes, but maybe Ryan has moved into the forward line, but we'll just pick that up as the game goes on. Away over on the far side, Clann, well, they're just building the game here very, very quietly and confident from their own fence, but the long ball goes in this time. A chance here for the men from Lurgan. The ball is put in, a lovely pass on the inside, just slips out towards the right hand side. We wait to see what happens. Will this ball come in the centre 3/4 for Clann? McCaffrey, he spins round, he gives the ball back out to Paul McKenna. He had a fantastic game in the first game. This time it comes out to James McDade. James McDade pushes it to McKenna. McKenna hits this from the outside of the foot. The ball is dropping down. Well, it didn't go wide there, but the Maghery men build from their own full back line, coming out on the far side towards the open stand, away over on the far side where there's not too many people there, but the Maghery man, young Creeley, went over the line, and Ryan Henderson used all his experience to force the young footballer from Maghery to go over the line, and there's Jared Devlin, the linesman, over on the far side. So Ryan Henderson sits the ball on the soft sod of the athletic grounds here. Well, I thought he was going to take a wee short one there, but he didn't. He decided to leave that one, and this is going to be, well, we don't often see this. Maybe there's a little push there. This ball has been kicked off the ground, so maybe that was a free. So we'll see, can Clann get the first score? There's not much of a breeze, but Clann will be playing with the breeze towards the cathedral end. We wait to see, can this one go up in the air? It's up and it's dropping short. Ball is dropping short, broken down, but the keeper comes out. Montgomery comes out there, pushes the ball out to the defender. So Clann defend, and Maghery tried, or Clann attack, but Maghery get the ball out. Maghery driving forward towards the middle of the field with the ball, away out on the far side. The corner man is McKernan. This time Clann go forward, or Maghery go forward, trying to get the ball up on the far side. That's a 45. This time on the 45 metre line. This time Maghery have a chance, and the Maghery man that time was Stephen Cusack. He was fouled, Kevin. This is a chance here. Well, these men, they're wearing beards all the time, and I blame Conor McGregor for this. So can Stephen Farker have a wee bit of the man from Dublin? Can he deliver in the big occasion? He has done it many, many times. He's looking up, and he gives it to the brother. And this time, it's Aireann. Aireann takes it short, spins round, up in the air, the ball goes. The ball has spilled away out on the far side, broken down, it's gone wide. And that time, you would have thought that Conor Mackel would have been pushing that one over the bar. But Conor Mackin pulled that one. So again, another chance there, Kevin, and didn't happen.
No, it didn't. It's a bit of a nervy start, as you expect at this stage. It'll take a minute or two for the two teams to settle into the game. There's a couple of bad misses so far.
Well, it's a wee bit cagey out there between the two North Armagh teams, Maghery and Clann. Well, the ball is spilled out underneath us here. The Clann man trying to get that ball down into space, but this time Lavery comes in. He picks it up at the second attempt. James Lavery pushes the pass inside. This time, well, the Maghery man is surrounded by three Clann men. The referee automatically gives the free out. And sometimes that irritates me as a commentator, because I think sometimes the man on the ball, Kevin, is being fouled.
Yeah, especially when there's so many men around him, he can do nothing with the ball. I think it's, we're all about attacking football. We should give the priority to this, to the forward.
Well, this time, the Maghery man, Cusack, goes back and defends. So, well, the Maghery man's under a lot of pressure. The ball spills out on the ground. 2 or 3 goes after, but that's great work there by the corner man from Maghery, Nugent. He gets that ball out to Lavery. Lavery gives a lovely pass inside to Farker. The ball goes away out towards the right-hand corner. Great catch there by the Maghery man. Spins round, gives it to Farker. He looks up, he pushes the ball across. The ball's just maybe going too far. The Clann man spins out, trying to get this one, but he's going to let it run out, and it's gone a line ball in the corner. Again, a wee bit of frantic football here, Kevin.
Yeah, it is. There's a bit of panic there, setting in with more the forwards and more so than the defenders, and they're making silly mistakes, and just a few errors happening early in the game. But we did sort of expect early doors.
Well, there's no doubt about that. Bell is on the ball there, and he's under a lot of pressure. The ball was given in that time by Owens, so Clann driving forward. The corner man, James McDade, coming out with the ball away over on the far side. The ball spills out, but this time the Maghery man comes out steaming towards that's Jared Campbell. Jared Campbell passes the ball, driving forward. He gives the ball out to Cusack. Cusack comes up the right hand side, pushes a high ball in towards the forward division, but this time again the ball has missed and the ball has gone wide. There's 5 minutes and no score so far, Kevin.
Yeah, we didn't expect this. No score so far, but again, it is. Once each team gets their score on the board, it'll start to settle down.
No
it's
doubt.
Just a bit frantic at the minute.
It is very, very frantic. This time the centre half back for that's Shea Heffron, the man who got the card rescinded earlier on. This time the ball is pushed out by McKernan away over on the far side. Well, the Maghery men surround the jersey tug there. The jersey was pulled on Chris McCaffrey, but Chris McCaffrey gets on with the game, pushes the ball away down on the far side. The ball goes away on the right hand side. It comes inside to the midfielder. Up the ball goes in the air. Could this be the first score of the game? And again, Kevin, we have to say the gravitational pull of the hill has pulled that ball to the right and wide.
He is. Mr. Morrison sitting down from us here will completely disagree with you, Damon.
Well, we had this discussion about the gravitational pull, and we sent the groundsman. He was out today with all sorts of machines down around there, and they were all giving sorts of readings, and he couldn't understand it, Kevin, and I keep telling him it's the pull of the hill. That's definitely happening here. So Montgomery pushes this one out. Maghery, the men from the Loch Shore. There's a great catch there by the big Maghery man, driving forward the Maghery man, and that's big Ronan Lappin. Lappin pushes the ball inside. Great chance here. The ball's gone up in the air and it's going in and it's gone over the bar. That's a great push in there by Stephen Cusack.
Yeah, it was a great score by Cusack. He took responsibility on there. He had maybe an option just to offload it, but he took responsibility. He stood up and he scored a great point.
Well, that's the start. 6 minutes and almost 50 seconds. Again, well, that's a little sort of a very, very low ball out to the midfielder. The midfielder, Beattie, big Mark Beattie, had a great match in the quarter-final. Clann. Well, Clann are here, but this time the ball is broken down. And out comes the man that scored the point a minute ago. He pushes the pass inside. There's a man off the shoulder, but he didn't get the ball. The ball goes way out towards the corner. Farker pushes the ball inside. A chance. He's going forward again. He's already scored 1 point. Will he score another one? It's up in the air and it's gone over the bar. The second score of the evening. And again, Stephen Cusack pushes that one over the bar, Kevin.
Yeah, confidence is a wonderful thing, Damien. He's just scored 2 in a row, and you know that's what happens once you get the first one. It settles you right into the game, and then you think you just can't miss.
Well, we had a change. Owen Scullion. Well, we have changes on the Clann team. We'll keep you posted on that as we go on. That was Eugene Crane. He had to go out and get that information. In the meantime, Maghery defend. The ball has been given away by Clann, and Lavery has stepped back into the breach. He's coming towards the middle of the field. James Lavery, there's 2 men after him. He offloads the pass. Well, this time, Maghery going very, very well. The man that scored a couple of points there offloads that pass, and Creeley pushes it in towards the forward division. The ball is picked up there. Great bit of work there by Farker. He turns around, puts it up in the air, and is it going over the bar? Well, the umpire says a wide. Well, we'll try and get those changes as we go, Kevin, but there's a couple of changes on the Clann team, and the Maghery team, sorry.
Yeah, I am just on that chance there. I mean, again, Fogger done very, very well to get out in front of his man and create the space, but yeah, it's a poor enough effort in the end.
No bother. We'll try and keep you posted. Owen Scullion is in, that's for sure, and 28 for 6, 28 is Shea Tennyson. So there is changes, so we'll keep you posted. In the meantime, Clann trying to get a score on the board here, but the Maghery men defending. Maghery, well, there's a good team from Maghery. They think they have potential to be champions. And there goes James Lavery. He puts a high looping pass inside, and that was McKenna picks that one up. He offloads the pass, and well, this time James Lavery steps in. A little bit of a, well, there's 2 or 3 missed passes there, but Oliver Hurdy says that was a free, and the Clann man wasn't too happy, but the linesman is at the 65 or the 70 metre line there. Maghery have a free, is taken quick. It goes away at Clann on his own. He's way out on his own, picks it up. That's one of the Maghery men that came into the game there. We'll find out in 2 seconds who he is. He offloads the pass. A lot of play over in the right hand corner off the field. Mackle goes one way and then he turns and comes back. He passes the ball back. This time Creeley goes forward, the young man from Maghery. He's been pulled, and Oliver Hurdy has indicated that that's a free, Kevin.
Yeah, it was, yeah. There's no doubt about it. And there is a lot of play happening over on the far side. But Clann are just dropping men back to try and recycle the ball back there and head forward. But you know, Maghery defence has stood up. Everything is coming their way at the minute. There's
no doubt. And Owen Scullion and Shea Tennyson is on the starting 15 for the Maghery men. Well, we wait to see can Maghery get this one over the bar. Farker takes a long, long look at the goals. He settles himself, blows out, takes his time, steps back, puts it up in the air. Will it get the curl? Will it come round? Well, no. The umpire has indicated that that's a wide. So there was a chance, and Farker would be disappointed with that one, Kevin.
Yeah, he certainly hasn't come with a shooting boot so far, and he will be disappointed. There's a couple of bad kicks he's hit so far in the game, but you know, he really is an outlet for them. Anything that goes in round that full forward line, he has been winning the ball so far. So once he gets a couple of scores on the board, he'll settle into the game.
Curry pushes this one out. It's coming down underneath us here. The ball is broken. A good pick up there by Bell. Bell spills a pass out right in front of us to the corner man. The corner man is McDade. McDade offloads the ball back to Bell. Bell pushes it inside to Heffern. Heffern offloads the ball to his midfielder. The ball goes towards the full forward, but this time the Maghery men, they're standing. They're under no pressure. There's 2 Clann defenders in there, and there's about 14 Maghery men back there. This time Farker gets the ball. He pushes it long. He says, come out our fella and get that one. But the ball is spilled out, and Clann, They get the ball away down on the far side. Corner man, the corner back. Owens pushes it down towards the forwards. McKenna picks it up. He spins round. He scored a couple of goals in the quarter final. He puts this one up in the air and it's going in off the post, and there's no one in there to pick it up. That was a chance from McKenna, but the ball is given short. But the Maghery men repel that attack, coming round, offloads the pass. That time it was Owen Scullion. He's in. He started for the Maghery men. The Maghery men break out through the tackle, driving forward, pushing the ball long. This seems to be the forte here of the game. Get the ball. Well, this time the Clann number 13. And that's David McKernan. He's back acting as a sweeper. The referee has indicated that that's a free. Oliver Hurdy runs up, and there's a wee bit of crack here between the two boys. And they're saying, nope, I didn't do anything wrong there. Hop her up, but the referee's having nothing off it. The referee's going to be indicating that that's a free for Clann. And the Clann man is down injured, Kevin.
Yeah, this two boys just getting to know each other a wee bit more there, Damien. But yeah, he done well to get out in front of his man to stop that danger going in. But there's just the McKenna up front there now trying to play ball into him, and he's a great player. But they're going to need a bit more support up there with him. They're pumping balls in, and he needs something to offload it to. And they're not committing enough men forward at the minute. And
Ollie Hurdy runs back towards the middle of the field, so everybody's good to go here. The Clann man, he took a big hit there, but he's okay. So Heffern pushes this one long down towards, well, ball is broken out. That's great bit of defensive work there by the Maghery man. The man that scored a couple of points there for Maghery. He's on the ball. He's motoring forward. He pushes this one in. A chance here for Maghery to get another score on the board here. Being pulled and hauled. Offloads the pass. The ball is up in the air, and the ball is over the bar. And that's a super strike there from the Maghery man. And it's that big mid-centre three-quarters players, Conor Michael.
Yeah, it's a well-worked ball, and that's what happens when you get support play into the forward line. They fit it into the full forward. He's able to offload it, and it's tipped over the bar, and that's where Clonard's just going wrong at the moment.
Curry tries to get this one out, but he looked up, and Maghery have all the aces covered here, but the Maghery, well, the wing half forward came forward, but this time the goalkeeper put that one short, so Maghery have a chance. They're driving forward. They're trying to get a score. The ball is up in the air, strapping short. The keeper comes out. Well, this time, well, the ball was soccered away, but it's picked up by the Maghery man. Chance here to put it over the bar. It's gone up, and it's gone wide, Kevin. That should have been a score.
Yeah, it should have been a score. It was a bad miss, and Clann can be breathing a sigh of relief at the minute too, Damien, because there's some bad misses from the Maghery men. At least 3 or 4. Yeah, they should have scored more than what they have at the minute.
There's no question about it. Of course, this game is sponsored by the Donnelly Motor Group, and if you buy a car from Donnelly Motor Group, you can get £50 towards your Gaelic club, and why wouldn't you? That's a great offer. The ball comes out, sailing down, but again, Creeley just goes up. The young man from Maghery, he picked that one out of the clouds. Well, the foot went in there. There was nearly like a soccer style tackle, but Maghery driving forward. Well, there's a little bit of a tug there, but again, that Creeley, he's under a lot of pressure. He's been pushed down. Clann and Bale pushes the ball out. They're coming forward. Henderson is down injured. Ryan Henderson looks up, and he's saying to Stephen Fox, how are you, Stephen? But this time, Clann get on with the game. Wilson, he passes the ball inside. He gets the return pass. He offloads the pass. This time, well, there's a great bit of tackling there by the Maghery men. The ball spills out. Tackles are furious and fast coming in here from the Maghery men. Clann trying to get a score, and that ball is put up in the air. If that goes over the ball, that's a super strike. And again, the ball is pulled to the right and wide, Kevin.
Yeah, just even more evidence building up there for you, Damien. But as a poor miss, Maghery's all over the top of them when they're getting in around that defensive and making it so difficult for Clann, which was very much what Clann were all about in the last number of rounds, where they were putting huge pressure on teams. It's now flipped round, and it's Maghery men that's doing it.
There's no doubt, and that was Barry Seeley that pulled that one to the right and wide. The ball is kicked out long, little bit of a tug there. The referee spotted that one. The Maghery man gets on. Scullion pushes the ball towards the full forward line. Well, the Maghery men seem to have space going forward. Michael, he puts this one up on his right foot, and he puts it up, and he puts it over the ball. What a score from the centre three-quarters. Conor Michael, Kevin, a super point.
Yeah, he's having a stormer. He just won that ball and took ownership over it, and it's just a lovely score with just a great angle where we're sitting to see that one just split the post.
So Clann probably under a wee bit of pressure here. They haven't scored in 16 minutes. And that wouldn't be good enough to win a senior championship match here in the Athletic Grounds, even though there's a big pulling. So Maghery, there was 2 or 3 Maghery men on the ground there. It's getting a little bit of hot and bothered. Well, the sensiblest, quietest man of the whole lot in there is Oliver Hurdy. He's just stepping back and saying, take it easy, boys, don't be panicking. And this is well within the range of the Maghery men, Kevin.
Yeah, it is, and again, it's the Maghery's, they're winning quite a bit in midfield, which is helping them in attacking. But Clann have done nothing so far. They find themselves 4 points down, and they really need to kick on. They need a bit of support play up front and get that score on the board.
Cusack is telling the players where to go and down his own scullion. So Owen is down, but I think he'll be all right. So if I was the Maghery man, I would be probably trying to launch that ball from about 4 yards from where the referee is standing. So we wait to see, can he get this in? Well, he's looking for a runner coming diagonal. Oh, the referee's going to hop it up. He was in 2 lines, and that was a bit silly there by the Maghery man. He should have offloaded the ball straight away. Well, up goes. Well, there's a big tackle and tussle in the middle there, but again, the Maghery men, they pick it up, driving forward, they push the ball. This time Scullion, the man that was injured earlier on, pushes the ball out, and Forker puts this one up in the air, and is it going over the bar? That's a super strike from the foot of Stephen Forker, and Stephen can hit the magic scores.
Yeah, that's what Stephen's about as well. He gets out in front of his man and turns right, thinking, just kicks it straight over the bar.
Well, there's a wee bit of a tussle in the middle of the field by James Lavery. James Lavery's being talked to there by the referee, and so is Mark Beattie. Beattie and Lavery are getting very close and personal here. The referee's indicating that the linesman spotted that, so you can't get away with anything here with all these linesmen and referees all hooked up with all sorts of electronic gadgets. The ball is coming out. Again, Creeley, he dropped that one down. He'd be disappointed with that one. Bell picked it up. There's a free. The fullback that time is Barry McCambridge. Barry McCambridge gives the ball out to McCarr. He pushes it inside, but there's only one Clann man up front. The runner comes this time. He's going forward. Henderson puts this one up, and he puts it over the bar, and he hit that with all the confidence of a super footballer. And the first goal for Clann comes in 18 minutes and 15 seconds.
Yeah, it's took a while coming there, but Henderson just with his class. That's what he's about, and he had his head up. He was looking around him, and the best option there was to put it over the bar.
Well, I think if I was Clann, I would maybe be pushing Ryan Henderson in along with Paul McKenna and getting the balls towards them, because them two are super footballers in on the square. But again, there's a great tussle in the middle of the field with Lavery and Beattie. Ball is broken down. This time the Maghery men gather up the break ball, but the referee says a little bit of push in there, so Clann have settled down. Beattie stole about 5 yards. He stole actually longer, but the referee's putting him back. Henderson says, take your time, Mark, just take your time, play the ball back. The ball goes back to Cambridge, back this time to Beattie. Beattie puts a lovely inside pass, but the Maghery men cut it out. There's 2 or 3 Maghery men back there defending, and out comes Maghery. Creeley, he looks up, he gives the ball back into that experienced footballer Lavery. Lavery offloads the pass back into Forker. Forker looks round, checks one way, checks another. There's 3 Clann men around him, and the referee has indicated that that's a free. So, well, it's starting to boil here in the athletic grounds. Ball is pushed long. Corner forward gives a lovely pass inside. There's a Maghery chance here. The ball is up in the air, and there's a ball over the bar. Wide, Kevin. An unbelievable wide.
Yeah, it's another wide for Maghery. They'll be kicking themselves that they're not a lot further in front at the minute. They have all the possession and sort of, they've wiped out the midfield as well, and they're getting plenty of opportunities and silly wides.
I would expect Stephen Forker to put that one over the bar, but it didn't. Well, there's a little push in the again. Conor Bell is claiming all over his man. The referee says get on with the game. The referee is moving the ball forward, and a little bit of petulance here from Clann, and that is really silly, because now it gives Maghery a chance to get within scoring range here on the 45-metre line, Kevin.
Yeah, and it's Aidan is calling the goalkeeper up here from the back, Damien, to kick this one.
Well, here comes the goalkeeper. And if you run 70 yards, the referee has to add on, I think, 20 seconds for this excursion from the goals towards the 45-metre line. And the Maghery man, big Johnny Montgomery, Johnny needs to be putting this one over the bar to give himself confidence to take more of these ones. Can he put it over the bar? Takes a long run, a wee shuffle, puts it up in the air, and he absolutely scuffs that one. But again, great pick up there by Forker. He offloads the pass, a chance. The Maghery man checks outside, checks inside, but he's absolutely surrounded there. And the referee has said that's a free, Kevin.
Yeah, I agree with the referee, Damien. I think it was a high enough tackle to begin with. Just brought him down. So it's I think it was right decision of my book.
And Stephen Farker is holding the ball. Well, the referee's explaining to the Clann man why he gave the free. And is he going to issue a card? No, he's just explaining to it. And Stephen Farker, well, that's Ryan Henderson he was talking to, but Stephen Farker takes his time. This is easy scoreable chance for Farker. He takes his time, puts it up in the air, and he puts it over the bar. I thought Kevin he was going to give a wide there.
No, it was an easy enough score there, but 5 points in front, Maghery, but they could be much more.
And Clann would be very disappointed that they've only put one score on the board. This time again, the keeper has given the ball away. So Scullion goes forward with the ball, passes it outside, a chance for Lavery. Lavery's on his own, he's going forward. Big James Lavery had a super game in the quarter final, and at all his experience, there's two Clann men come after him. He checked inside, he's going forward hand to toe. He offloads the pass, this time to Farker. It goes away out in the far side to the corner back. The corner back is Nugent. Nugent offloads the pass now. A chance this time. Clann defending, Maghery trying to get a score away over on the far side, recycling the ball back, looking for a chance, looking to break the tackle, trying to get a score. This time the ball is put up in the air, and is it going over the bar? It's gone over the bar. We wait for the white flag, and that was Shea Tennyson. So that's a super score from the man that started for Maghery.
Yeah, it was a great score. You know, they recycled it round. Clann were trying to keep them under pressure, you know, and they've done well on that occasion and kicked a great point.
Well, Clann would be very disappointed, Kevin. 23 minutes almost gone in the clock. They've only one score to show for all that play. But this time, trying to get the ball down the field. There's an overlap coming this time. This time, it's Owens. Owens driving forward. He's looking for somebody. But again, Maghery filter men back, and there's only one man on the inside line for Clann, and he's never going to get a chance in there. The Maghery men swarm them round, push the ball out. Maghery always seem to have a man free, a runner coming looking for the ball. This time it's the corner man Nugent driving up. He looks for the pass goes inside. Creeley, he checks one way, he checks the other. He's been pulled, but he offloads the pass. This time Clann try to defend, but Michael's going forward, puts this up on the left foot, puts it up and pulls it to the right and wide. And Kevin, that was another chance for Maghery.
Yeah, they are totting up. I'm not sure what. We'll check the
stats
stats are to see what sort of wage there is. You know, some of the shooting at the minute just isn't happening. Like Clann are 17% shooting accuracy at the minute, but wades, like Maghery have kicked 7 wades so far in the game, and you know I could count at least 5 of them, Damien, that were very scoreable.
But Maghery again, as in the quarter final, they seem to have won the midfield battle, and Fox, he checks one way, drives the ball to Cusack and puts it away over into space on the far side. Michael comes out, a chance for Maghery to get one on the board. This time puts it up in the air, and this time they'll look for the flag. The flag has been lifted, and that's a great score from Conor Michael. That's his 3rd score of the afternoon. Yeah,
he's having a great game. They can't get the grips with him in there, and you know, he scored some lovely points, and it's just slowly starting to get away from him.
The ball away, and the kick out. There's 2 bounces there, and the Maghery man should have been hitting that one. And Tennyson, he sort of lost the game a wee bit there. If he had hit it when he first got it, the keeper was come back. Could have been a goal. But
yeah, it could well have been a goal. And it just the game is starting to just run away. They need to get themselves settled down and get a score on the board. But they need more support play with the men up front.
They need to be pushing men forward. Goalkeeper comes out about 25 metres. Offloads the pass on the far side. This time the centre 3/4 drives forward. Wilson. Well, Clann need to be pushing men forward, Kevin. There's no question about that. They need to be driving men forward. Lavery has stepped back into the gap. There's 2 sweepers for Maghery. Maghery have moved back, but this time the ball is broken out. And, well, the Clann men trying to get this ball up. Well, there wasn't much of a tackle there. The ball is broken along the ground, soccered away. But again, Maghery, they're playing really good football here. The ball comes out this time too. Cusack offloads the ball to Farker. Stephen Farker pushes the pass inside, this time to the corner man. The corner man is McCaffrey going forward, away over, and Nugent away over on the far side. And, well, the other Farker man, these Aidan Farker and Stephen Farker are playing core football here. There he goes, the referee has indicated that something happened there. Well, there's probably a little bit of a push on. Everybody's reaching their hands in the air and said, "We done nothing wrong there." But the referee spotted the Clann man, rubs his head. Clann get on with the ball. The referee calls it back. Oh, the Clann men wouldn't be too happy with that one, Kevin.
No, it's just it was an opportunity, but the referee wants to have a conversation with the linesman just to understand fully what went on there.
And that's Jared. I think that's Jared Devlin over there.
It is, yeah.
The referee's going to hop the ball up. It looks to be as if he's going to hop the ball up. And the Clann big Beatty is, there's Lavery and Beatty getting to know each other very close there. Beatty wraps the ball down, the ball spins about, Lavery goes after, everybody's trying to get it, it's like a hot potato. Well, there's a little bit of a tackle there. Lavery's on his knees, he's trying to get up now, he's been pushed out of the way. The referee says, let's get on with the game here. Clann have too many men back, they need to be pushing men forward to score. 8-1 in favour of the men from the Loch Shore. Clann trying. Well, Clann need to get a score. There's a runner this time. This is more like Clann. McCaffrey going forward, pushes the ball away out on the far side. This is what Clann are good at, going forward, checking in one way, checking in the other. But Maghery have funneled all the players back. This time it comes back to Conor Bell. Conor Bell, he had a super match in the last game, there's no doubt about it. But Maghery defending. The breaks come through. This time, Clann have a chance. The ball is up in the air, and the ball has gone right, Kevin. I'm not going to say it, but the ball has gone to the right, and it's a wide.
Yeah, it's another wide for Clann. They had a bit of patience on that occasion there. Just they sort of filtered the ball through to try and break through. But again, the runs of the likes of McCaffrey and Sealy, and they aren't penetrating the defence that they were in the last number of games that we watched them, Damien, and they just aren't getting that opportunity.
Well, we have a substitution coming in for Clann. In comes Daniel McCavan. He didn't start the match, but he's come into the game now. There's a wee bit of a shamuzzle between a Clann and a Maghery man over there. The referee had spotted it, but he just decided to let it go. We're waiting to see who comes off here. So there's 8-1, 7 points, 27 minutes gone. Clann will be very, very disappointed with this. And in comes John McLaughlin. He's coming off, so in goes Daniel McCavan. Ball is broken down this time again. Well, Clann get this one at the second attempt. Check it inside. Henderson going forward, down the right hand side. Well, the referee has indicated that that's a free, but that's a great ball in. The ball breaks. A chance. Could this be a goal? Well, he dropped the ball. Paul McKenna, the last time he scored a couple of goals, and he would have been expecting to hit that one. There's no question about it. Maghery gets on. They get a little bit of advantage here. The tackle's coming on, but the referee has indicated that that's a free this time, Kevin. That was a chance for Paul McKenna.
Yeah, it was a big chance there for Clann to get themselves right back into the game. And remember, in the last number of games, everything McKenna touched, it turned to goal. So he just took his eye over at the last second. Even.
And there goes Maghery. It's going to be a big hit coming in here, but the Maghery man rode the tackle. He pushes the ball down towards the corner man. Ball is picked up. A chance. The offload. This time there's a Maghery man on the run. 2 or 3 Clann men under him, and the Maghery man just busts through and puts the ball over the bar. And that's a great score there from Shea Tennyson. That's his second point of the evening. Yeah,
again the ball's kicked in that full forward line, and the support play coming off the shoulder, and it makes those points a hell of a lot easier. And that's what Clann need to be doing. They have to be committing more men forward.
There's no question about it. Again, the ball comes out. Broken down. Again, Maghery win the midfield battle. The ball comes back this time to Nugent. Nugent puts a high ball up. It's dropping down. 2 or 3 Clann. Well, the referee has indicated that that's a free, and I would say the Clann man would have been happy enough just to keep going. But Biddy offloads a pass away out in the far side. Clann need to push all these defenders up the field.
They do, but they need to be moving the ball a lot quicker up the field as well. The Maghery men, once they lose the ball, they will filter 5, 6, 7 men back. They're turning their backs on the ball just as they filter right back into the defensive mode, and that's where Clann need to kick the ball a lot quicker into the forward line.
There's no question about it. Clann struggling to get scores here. The last game, they were brilliant at getting the scores, trying to maybe they panicked a wee bit, maybe a wee bit too much of this occasion's got to them. But this time, again, whilst he's coming out, he looks up, but there's no movement. He's trying to pick somebody. He checks and he waits, but this time the Maghery man comes in, offloads them, takes the ball, and Maghery are on the attack, going forward. There's a man on the inside, but this time the ball goes long, 1-on-1. Oh, great check there by the Maghery man. He's going forward, he's going to put this one low, and he hits it, but what a save by the keeper. The ball, what a save there by Sean Curry in the Clann net, Kevin.
What a save, brilliant. He just seen it. Falker dropped the shoulder, he knew what side he was going to, and he got down low to save it, brilliant.
Oh, that was a super score. There's Heffron going forward. He offloads the pass. This time Clann need to get a score. The ball goes out this time too. Wilson checks inside, puts in the left foot, puts it up in the air, and the ball is going over the bar. That's a great score from the boot of Jack Wilson, and that comes from a super save down here.
Yeah, that's a big turnaround there. That ball should have ended up in the net and game over, but the ball's ended up down the other end, and Clann got the point. It should give the whole team a huge lift, Damien.
There's no doubt about it. And of course, this game is brought to you in association with Donnelly Motor Group. Well, they do a good deal. If you buy a vehicle of Donnelly Motor Group, you can get £50 towards your club, and why wouldn't you? So it's a great deal. And of course, in conjunction with Armagh Linwood's TV. The ball's coming out in the middle of the field, broken down. Clann, they've got a chance. They've got their mojo going here. They're going forward. They're trying to get a score. They need to get a score. There's a man inside, but this time the ball should have come out to the right. Maghery had men inside, and that was a waste, and that was a chance there. Kevin.
It was a chance. There was 3 men out the other side there, just in space, and if it had been picked out, they could have worked a point in at that stage.
And there goes Stephen Farker down the left-hand side. The defender comes after him, but Farker uses all his experience, holding the ball back to Lavery. Lavery, very, very experienced footballer, gives the ball inside, this time to Tennyson. He's already scored a couple of points, and the ball is soccered out to Farker. Farker offloads the pass. This time goes back to Creeley. Creeley checks one way, puts this one up in the air, leans round, the ball's dropping down. A chance, a little bit of a chance for Maghery, and Farker spins round, takes the man out with a dummy, puts this one. Oh, what a goal! What a goal by the Maghery man. He dropped his shoulder, spun round, and absolutely hammered that ball to the back of the net.
What a goal, David. It's just a matter of save that one, will you? But that second chance, great. He's done really well. He's such a difficult customer to keep hold of.
What a score, Kevin, and that was the last play of the first half. Ian Farker, he dropped his shoulder. The Clann man didn't know where he went to, and he absolutely hammered that ball into the back of the net. What a score, and of course you've seen that on live TV here. And Kevin, 1-9 to 2 points. What does Clann do in the changing rooms?
Well, they're going to have to change how they're playing at the minute. This slow lateral play and fist passing and bringing men forward from defence very, very slowly, it's not going to happen. It's not going to get them back into the game. Maghery's just felt their men back. As soon as they lose the ball, they just felt their 6 or 7 men straight back into that defensive mode and make it real difficult for Clann to try and run through them. And their game is very much running and off the shoulder. And, McCaverty and Seeley and guys like that just can't get into the game. And sort of penetrate and run. So they're going to have to be a lot more direct, a lot more quicker, and maybe look at maybe putting somebody big in along with McKenna in the full forward line and pumping some high balls in to see how good that full back line would be under a bit of pressure.
Well, I think the only thing they can absolutely do at this stage is just forget about defending and just go for the game, because you're down 1-9 to 2 points. That's a fair big turnaround to come back at, and they absolutely need to be drilling the ball down this time.
If they can get the ball in quick, and if you get any space at all for McKenna, we've seen what he's done over the last couple of rounds. He's so dangerous with it when he gets the ball into his chest. There's opportunities going to be there, and they're going to materialise. But Maghery, they've got themselves in front now, and they're playing. They will filter men back and make it difficult. So if Clann can get themselves back into this game, it's going to be through, I think, high balls coming in.
Well, there's no doubt. If we look at Maghery, 21 shots to 8 and scores 10 to 2, and that probably just tells the tale. The Maghery men, the turnovers, 18 turnovers. So Maghery is in the driving seat here, Kevin. How Clann react?
It's they're gonna have to get a bit of a tighter grip on midfield in a way, but it's difficult when you're going up against Creeley and Lavery. They're 2 great midfielders there, and part of their sort of wardrobe is catching clean ball in the middle of the field. So it's going to be very, very difficult, but they're going to have to come up with something where they try and bypass that midfield to get high ball into the full forward line. That's maybe something they're going to have to look at, but at the minute it's Maghery's in the driving seat, and I can't see anything else other than a Maghery victory.
Well, was he say that? Maghery's in the driving seat, and of course if you buy a car off Donnelly's you get £50 towards your club, so the Maghery men are motoring rightly here. And on that, and I have to say hello to Sean Conley over in the United States of America. Sean, we're here, you're involved and you're watching the game here in the athletic grounds. You're a Maghery man and things are going well. We'll be back for the second half very, very shortly. And you're very welcome back here. The game is about to commence here in the athletic grounds where Clann were out early. Oliver Hurdy's got the ball under his arm, and there's 2 or 3 men on the field here. The referee's indicating I'll start the game once they go off the field. Clann, they were out early. The game is on. They need a mighty 10 minutes here. But can Maghery put them to bed? Creeley goes forward. He offloads the pass. This time Maghery driving forward, puts it up in the air, and it's gone to the right and wide. And I keep telling everybody what's happening down that end of the field. John Morrison doesn't believe me. Joe McManus doesn't believe me. But Eugene Craney is starting to believe. And what we say here, Kevin, the gravitational pull is, again, it's gone wide.
Yeah, it's back in action. There's no doubt. And the evidence is just building up, Damien.
There's no doubt. And Maghery seem to have got a queer start here to the second half. They're motoring rightly over on the far side. And, of course, this game is brought to you in association with Donnelly Motor Group. Maghery just build, waiting. Tennyson pushes the ball back to Lavery. Lavery goes on the outside, very experienced footballer. Left foot, right foot. He checks inside. He goes round one man. He offloads the pass. This time comes out the keeper. He's on his knees. He gets that one. That's great, but a walk there by the netminder from Clann. But Clann again playing very, very tight football. They need to be pushing men up. They need a man. There's no point in defending this lead or this. They need to be pushing forward. There goes Ryan Owens. Ryan Owens pushes the ball away up on the far side. Out comes McKenna. He gets it up. He offloads the pass. The ball goes on the outside. This time, can he get a score, Henderson? He puts it up and he puts it over the bar. The first score of the second half from the boot of Ryan Henderson. Second score of the evening, Kevin.
Yeah, it's a good score, and that's what we're talking about there, Damien. They got the turned over the ball and they moved very, very quickly up the field, and that created a lot more space for Clann.
But again, Maghery just seemed to be able to get the ball out with any much difficulty. The ball goes out on the far side to Tennyson. He comes looking for the ball. He picks it up. Creeley picks that one up. The young footballer, the young midfielder, he's going well. He's motoring rightly. This time Farker picks that one up. What a goal he scored. Back to the brother. The ball's coming in. The ball drops down, and this time, well, the Maghery man just absolutely cleaned the Clann man in the middle there. But the referee says that's a free earlier on. So Clann, they try to get the ball out again. They're playing Ryan Owens, very, very tight football, pushing the ball back out to McCavanagh. He comes back in again. But Clann need to be pushing men up. They need to be driving forward. There's no point sitting back. Maghery have 2 men sitting back, 3 men now push back. But Clann driving forward. Ryan Henderson, he's on his own. He's motoring. There's 2 Maghery men after him. Now there's 3. He offloads the pass. The ball comes back this time too. McCaffrey offloads the pass to the far side, pushed in, but again there's 2 or 3 Maghery men in there, and every ball that comes in, Kevin, they just deal with it.
Yeah, they do, and very easily dealing with it at the minute, because the quality of the ball isn't good enough. And if they're going to pump high ball in, it's going to need to be better quality than that.
And out comes Farker. Well, he missed that one. The ball bounced off and it's gone out. The linesman has indicated that that's a line ball for Maghery. The Clann man, the fullback for Clann, Barry McCambridge, wasn't too impressed with that decision, Gavin, but we think it's right.
Yeah, I think it is right, yeah, but he's had a good battle in there. With the Maghery forward line's been playing well.
And it's starting to rain out there, Kevin. It's starting to rain. We didn't realise the rain was coming down. The ball is going to be slippy. So we wait to see I suppose we have to wait. The ball is up in the air and it's dropping short. It's dropping down. And what a point there from the Maghery man. When this man's on song, he's singing like Daniel O'Donnell.
There's no doubt about it. Once Stephen gets his shooting boots on, he can shoot from anywhere.
Well, I'll tell you one thing. Daniel O'Donnell wasn't strictly dancing tonight. We've seen him earlier on. But out there, the Farkers are absolutely motoring. So again, what a score from Stephen Farker. Super strike, 3 scores he has hit, but Clann, Henderson, he seems to be the only outlet that Clann have, and he can't do it on his own. He's over on the far side, he's been fouled, gets the pass inside to his other midfielder, Beattie, offloads the pass. Clann, they probably need a goal here, trying to manufacture a score. Ball is up in the air, pulled to the left. Is it going over the bar? And again, it's gone to the left and wide, and Chris McCaffrey would be disappointed with that one.
Yeah, he will be, because he's been a star man in this championship so far. With penetrating runs, but it just isn't happening for him tonight. He's been well marshalled back there, and they're stopping any sort of such runs from happening, Damien.
Well, there's no doubt about it. And of course, this is the first of a double bill here on the athletic grounds this weekend on Sunday evening at 7 o'clock. Crossmaglen versus Cullyhanna in the other semi-final. But here we are, Maghery, the ball's coming out, dropping down towards the midfield, broken down. But again, Clann get this one. They push it towards the forwards. They need men motoring towards the bottom of the ball. But the runners are coming now, but they're coming too late. And great bit of defensive work there by Maghery, putting men in front of the Clann forwards. But Clann trying to break the line, but there's no movement. It's very, very lateral, very, very stifled here. The ball goes up in the air, dropping down again. Well, this time a chance here for Clann. Pulls the trigger. Oh, what a, well, I was going to say what a goal, Kevin, but this time it has gone wide. And
but it's what a save, Damien. Really, he's got the goalkeeper's got his hands to that. It was the shot was low. It was a good save by the keeper.
No, we can't get a replay here, Eugene. Absolutely, Eugene Craney wants to know with the TV above us, can we get a replay? No, but I'll tell you what, that should have been a goal, Kevin.
Yeah, he should have finished it, and especially had the grass very slick at the minute with the rain coming down. Just sort of slithered along the grass, but it's a good save. The keeper's got himself down low, and he's got a save.
Well, that was a chance for Clann. Clann have realised we need to push up. The referee is telling the Maghery man to step back a wee bit, but he's having nothing of it. This time the ball is kicked and dropped short, and of course the Maghery men have boys in front of the kicker, and the ball is picked up. So Maghery, they've stopped that score, and out comes Lavery. Lavery offloads the pass this time to Nugent. Nugent offloads the pass to the other corner man, Campbell. Campbell pushes it long down towards the corner man. Ball is picked up here at the second attempt. Going inside, Tennyson goes hand to toe, tries to get on his left foot, puts it up, trying to get the curl, trying to get the pull, but the ball has gone left and wide, Kevin, and that was a chance for Maghery.
Yeah, it is. He done well to create space, but he just didn't look confident. He was going to kick that ball, and he's in a bad way in the end, David.
No question about it, and of course, this game is brought to you in association with Donnelly's Motor Group, and if you buy a vehicle off Donnelly's, you get £50 towards your club, and why wouldn't you? So it's a great deal, and there's Big Lavery. He just collected that ball without any pressure being put on him at all. He pushes the ball down towards the corner man. Well, that's a great interception there. Well, there's a big hit there on the, well, that seems to be David McKernan. Got an absolute hammer there from James Lavery. And Clann, but Clann need these three men up the field. They've only got two men. Maghery've got a sweeper back. Clann build from the half back line, pushes the ball into McCambridge. McCambridge goes hand to toe. He's looking for support, checks inside. He offloads the pass this time too. Lannan, he goes forward, but the ball is broken out. Picks up again by Owens. Owens pushes it away down towards the corner, and that was really, that's not what Clann need, Kevin. They need that ball in front of the goals.
Yeah, they do. It's a silly ball into the corner there at this time, and they're under huge pressure. They need to be pumping the ball in towards the front of the goals.
And there's Lavery. Lavery picks that one up using all his experience. Big James Lavery, a super footballer, a great footballer. And what a legend in Maghery is Lavery. The ball's offloaded this time to Higgins. Higgins goes forward. He puts the afterburners on. Or is that Creeley? That looks to be Creeley. He checks one way, he checks the other, offloads the pass. A chance here. But Maghery just hold on to the ball. Farker, he pushes the ball inside. There's a runner coming. The corner man comes forward. He picks the ball up, driving forward. Clann again have men in front, but Maghery going the outside. The ball is given over to the centre 3/4, and he pulls it. And again, Kevin, the ball has gone to the right and wide.
Yeah, it was a poor enough kick in the end by Conor Mackel, and he's having a great game so far, so you're a bit disappointed with that one.
Well, Andy Waters from the Irish News has come back in. He went outside there to check everything to see, and he's given us the thumbs up. He's happy enough the way the game's going here. He's writing, and his keyboard's dancing here in the athletic grounds. But this time, McKenna, he goes forward. Paul McKenna, he offloads the pass to the wingman. The ball is up in the air, and the ball has gone over the bar. And that's a great score from Chris McCaffrey.
Yeah, it's a good response there, and just need more of that, and that's what Chris is capable of, and that's what I'm saying. You can get that man on the ball and running at the Maghery defence. He opens up that space naturally, Damien, and that's where you can get the scores. Well,
there's no doubt about it. If I was a Clann manager, or if I was doing it with Clann, it would be full court press from here on in, Kevin.
Yeah, absolutely, and there's nothing to lose at this stage, so just need to throw everything at it.
Again, the ball breaks down, and well, the Clann man tried to get it off the ground. The ball is slipping and sliding over there. Tackles are coming in fast and furious, but that's a great bit of work there by Clann. Ball is pushed in towards McKenna. Well, again, the Maghery man with the ball spilled out. A chance here for Clann, trying to get the ball into the hands. Oh, the ball just scooped through his legs there. The referee says that's not a free, but Clann pushing it up, but there's nobody inside, Kevin, and again, they need to be pushing men up into the scoring zone.
Yeah, there needs to be somebody just absolutely stuck to that square for balls like that coming in, and that would have been a real danger ball if somebody had been in there, and would have put a huge pressure on the keeper.
Stephen Cusack pushes that ball hand to toe, puts a high ball towards the full forward line, a little bit of a push and a tug there. The ball is broken down, a chance here. The referee has indicated that that's a free, but Clann get on with it. They have 3 men in a row here. The 3 men, there's something happened here. The linesman or the umpire has said something, but all he heard, he goes to the Maghery man and he says to Aidan Farker, don't be at it. And Aidan says, I didn't do anything, ref. But he stopped that attack there, and suppose from a Maghery point of view he was happy enough to get away with that. But Clann, they're building from the full back line. They're not pushing the ball up. The ball comes out to the corner man. Cavanagh pushing forward.
Yeah, they're very much playing into Maghery's hands. We're playing that slow ladder ball like that, and that's what gets turned over.
Well, the referee says that was a pull there. That was a sort of a hand enough free for Clann to be getting here, but Clann absolutely need a goal in the score. 4 points to 110 in favour of the men from the Lockshore, the Maghery men. Some people think that Maghery have a super chance of collecting the senior championship, but Clann stands on their way this evening, and Clann need to be getting the ball in the back of it. A chance here for Clann. Oh, another super save by Montgomery. There was 2 or 3 saves here in this game by both goalkeepers. The goalkeepers are earning their crust of bread here tonight, Kevin.
Yeah, there's absolutely no doubt, and this ball just skated off and fell lovely, and it should really have buried it, but again the keeper stood up bravely and saved it.
Shea Heffern under a lot of pressure. Young Shea Heffern, the ex-college player, the all-star. He offloads the pass this time. Owens goes forward with the ball away at the far side. Henderson, the man, he seems to be the only man that's going to be fit to penetrate this Maghery attack, and he puts another ball over the bar, and Ryan Henderson is showing all his skills here tonight, his 3rd point of the evening.
Yeah, he's a class act, always has been, and he's standing up tonight for his team, and he scored a couple of great points so far, so they just need to keep on it. It's starting to happen for them at the minute, so they'll keep ticking away here and see what happens.
And in comes Conor McConville for Clann. Conor McConville comes in for the number 10, and out comes Barry Seeley, so in comes number 24, Conor McConville. Clann need to be getting the ball into the forward zone. What a save there by the man from Maghery, Montgomery. Well, there goes the corner man, Cusack. He seems to be all over the place. This man, well, he doesn't seem to be playing a corner forward. He seems to be having a roving. There goes the other corner man. The other corner man is Lappin. Lappin has come out. He picks the ball up. He's driving forward. The referee has indicated that that's advantage. The ball goes down towards the corner man here. He checks inside. Mackle, he goes on the outside this time. Goes on the inside. Puts it up in the air and hits it. Left-footed. And he puts it over the bar. And Kevin, this time, it sails between the posts.
Yeah, that's a great score. And he just, he's had 3 or 4 great scores so far in the game.
Well, John Morrison wanted to know what happened, the gravitational pull. Well, he opened up the body, got his chest in front of the goals, and he put the ball over the bar. In comes Adam Kelly for Clann. Clann, well, they're ringing all the changes here now. They're trying to get men on the ball. So the game is about to commence. The goalkeeper, he kicks the ball. The ball goes out past the 45, heading towards the middle of the field, but there's a great catch there by the Maghery man. He offloads the ball to Creeley. Creeley's going forward. He puts this one up in the air, and he absolutely nails that one. The young Ben Creeley from Maghery.
Yeah, super score team, man. It's very simple when it's a kick like that. They won the ball in the middle of the field, offloaded and straight over the bar.
And we have 2 balls on the field of play as the game goes on here. But Clann, they're trying to get their hands on one, but they can't. There's an overlap here, and this ball could be in the back of net. A little tip over the keeper, an absolute chance here. He soccers it along the ground, and the ball has gone into the net. And the Maghery man, is that Tennyson?
It sure is.
It is. He hit it in the back of the net. Well, that's an absolute game changer. 1-2 from the boot of Shea Tennyson.
Yeah, and I see there's a few in the crowd here deciding to go home at this stage, Damien, but still, 18, 19 minutes still to be played in this game, and you would sort of fear for Clann at this stage if the heads drop, Maghery could end up putting up a tanking score.
Well, there's another Falker trying to get into the game here. It looks to be Seamus Falker's trying to get into the game here. There's no doubt about it. This Maghery team are on the move here. They're motoring rightly. And, of course, this game is brought to you in association with Donnelly's Motor Group in here at Armagh in the Championship. And if you buy a vehicle off Donnelly's, you get £50 towards your club. And why wouldn't you? What a deal that is. But we have to say, Kevin, Maghery are motoring rightly here tonight.
Yeah, they certainly are. They're definitely in top gear.
And there's Falker. He puts that one up, spins round, and absolutely hammers that one. Andy Waters from the Irish News. He missed it. He was tweeting, but we got it. What a score from the boot of Aidan Falker.
Yeah, they just turn on the class now. Damien, there's no doubt that they can see the scoreboard themselves and the longs left, and they're relaxing now into this game and enjoying, knowing that they've got 1 foot straight into the county final.
No doubt about it. 2-13 to 5 points in favour of the men from the top left-hand corner of Armagh. You can't go any further, or you're into Lough Neagh, or you're over to County Tyrone. But here on the athletic grounds, in the ecclesiastical capital of Ireland, where the rain is coming down, where Maghery are absolutely flying, Clann need to be getting a goal. They need to be driving the ball forward. They need to be pushing men up the field. Well, they need to be doing that, Kevin. They're trying to do it, but Maghery are not letting them. Clann looking up. There's nobody moving for it. The ball comes in, but again, there's a Maghery man just steps inside, picks the ball up, and offloads the pass. And Maghery are motor again over the far side. Cusack, he picks that ball off. He gives it to Falker. Falker checks one way, checks the other way. He gives it out to his corner man. His corner man is Nugent. Nugent's gone down the right hand side. He's looking for the runner. He's got it. Falker, he offloads the ball this time. And that's to the other Falker who come in, Seamus. Seamus offloads the ball to Creeley. Ben Creeley puts it up in the air. The young man from Maghery absolutely nails a super score.
What a score, Damon. He has really stood up this game, and for a young man, and he's took total control in that midfield, and he just took that ball off Falker and sliced it straight over the bar. Super score.
Well, Kevin, his uncle Pa Joe McConville from Campbell told me to watch this young man, and every time I see him I get very, very impressed. He's flying here tonight. You would nearly think he's one of them motors that Donnelly's have for sale. Maghery, they're going forward. They're trying to get the ball off the Clann man. The Clann man picked up the free. That's the corner forward. He needs to be pushing up the field. Clann are running with their heads down. They need to get the ball. They need to look up. There goes Henderson. Henderson's trying. He's trying every time. The ball goes out to McKenna. Back to Clann. There's a man on the inside, but he puts it up in the air and he puts it over the bar. The right flag has been raised.
Yeah, and I'm sure Clann at this stage want the white flag to be raised. It's
and that's Adam Kelly.
They tipped that one over the bar, but it's all Maghery at the minute.
There's no doubt we have another man coming in here for Maghery, number 30, and that's Paul Falker. So we have 4 Falkers on the team here this evening. And I just sincerely hope, Kevin, that they're not all interplaying at the one time, because that may cause a problem for us.
I don't know about meeting the Falkers, but well, both teams just emptying the bench at this stage as well, just to give a lot of boys a game out here on the athletic grounds, the semi-final of the senior championship.
Well, there we go. Maghery offload the pass, driving forward. This time, big James Lavery. He's looking for the runner. The runner comes from Creeley, back into Lavery. Well, this time there's 2 or 3 Maghery men trying to get their hands on the ball, and the ball has spilled out, and it's a line ball this time for Clann, or is it Maghery? Well, it's a
Maghery ball, yeah.
Well, Falker's coming out here. Would he have the audacity to go for this one from that angle? We wait to see what Eugene Craney says. With Eugene, he's looking down. He says he could possibly score it. He's hitting it. He puts it up in the air. It's dropping down, and it's gone across. 2 or 3 men went off that one, but the Clann men get the ball out. Ball is pulled, and out comes Owens, he's trying very, very hard here for Clann this evening. The corner back, he's driving forward, but there's nobody in front of him. He looks up. This time the man comes. The man this time is Conor McConville. He's into the game. There's 2 Maghery men chasing him out on the wing, and this time the ball comes back to the other corner man. The other corner man is McDade. Pushes the ball inside. A chance here. The ball goes back inside. Can this be in the back of the net? What a goal! What a goal there by Adam Kelly. He absolutely nailed that one.
What a goal, Tim! It's super goal, and that's the sort of play that the Clann team we'd seen them doing over the championship, off the shoulder stuff, running at teams and scaring the life out of them, and that's exactly what they did there, and a super goal to the top of the net.
Kevin, if I was Clann, I would say, right lads, full court press from here. Let's give it our last 10 minutes here, or 11 minutes. And if you leave everything on the field, you have nothing to complain about. But what a goal. We've seen a couple of great goals. We've seen 2 great goals up there this evening. The ball comes out, broken down here. 2 or 3 men chasing after it. But this time, Stephen Fox, a famous name from Maghery, he picks that ball up. He offloads the pass. The Maghery men driving forward to let a goal in. They wouldn't be too happy with that one. Ball is picked up by Fokker. Seamus Fokker. He turns around. He looks up. Where's the runners? The ball comes back. This time it's put up in the air. And is it going over the bar? But again, it's gone to the right and wide. And the pull of the hill has taken the ball to the right, Kevin.
It has indeed, yeah. It's as good as a point at this stage for Maghery.
No doubt about it. We have 20 minutes gone here. And the score, 1-8 to 2-14. I can tell you what, there's another man coming in here. In comes number 20, Daniel France from Clann, a famous name from Lurgan Town. On that time, well, the ball has been knocked out. The referee has indicated that's a free. Conor McConville has got the free. So Clann are trying to get a man into the game here. Number 20 to get on with the game. Ball is pushed into Shea Haffern. Shea Haffern looks back. The ball comes back to Owens. Owens drives forward. He's getting the return pass. No, he was waiting on it, but he didn't get it. There's 3 or 4 Clann men standing in a bunch. They need to be running towards Maghery. Goes, but the Maghery man stands tall. Picks the ball up on the far side, but the ball spills out. Referee has indicated that that's a free, and the Clann boys are saying that's not a free. But I see some of the Maghery men are stretching out. They've got cramps. And in comes number 20. Daniel France is coming in for Clann.
Yeah, just even more chances to the stage. There's a few boys getting a taste of football and starting a few fresh legs as well. But it's the Maghery men are just sort of seeing this game out at this stage, Damien.
There's no doubt about it. And number 27 for Maghery is Jack Lavery. So we've got a lot of Laverys coming into the game, and we've got a lot of Farkers over there. So the Maghery men are going to be emptying the bench here. But there goes James Lavery. I am absolutely very impressed with this man. The last couple of games I've seen him, we dropped the shoulder when we took the ball with him. The Maghery man, he's just absolutely flying here this evening. What a super exhibition of football. There goes Cusack away over the far side. He checks inside. There's 2 or 3 men after him. He overcarried the ball, but he got it up. The referee has indicated that that's a free. And the Maghery man, he fell on the ground there. And Farker goes, he's going to pick that one up and try a quick one here, but the referee says steady up. This time number 27 is Jack Lavery, and Jack goes into play. So the Maghery men are going to waste a few minutes here by substitutes, Kevin.
Yeah, they are indeed. It's just trying a few boys out and giving boys an opportunity out in the field.
It's hard to believe, Kevin. It's still raining heavens hard out there.
Yeah, that's it's meant for quite sort of slippy conditions in the second half, but it's both teams they'll give it their all.
Well, there's a man scored 1-2, and he's been taken off from Maghery. And Fokker puts that one up in the air, and he absolutely nails that one. What a score from Stephen Fokker. Well, I have to say, the free kicking from the Maghery men have been absolutely fantastic here this evening in the athletic grounds. And of course, this is the first of the double header this weekend. When McCambridge pushes that one out, Clann attacking from their back line. They would probably be better pushing the ball, trying to get the men further up the field. They're driving forward. Clann going forward, trying to get a score. McCambridge, he offloads the pass. He goes for the return. This time, trying to get the ball into the danger zone, trying to get the ball out. Referee has indicated that that's a free, and that's great bit of work there by Conor McConville. Conor McConville has been playing really well since he came in. Ryan Henderson has the ball under his arm. He said, okay lads, we'll just put this one in, but there should be Clann men should be pushing in on top of the goalkeeper, Kevin.
Yeah, and there's no one in round that's that area at the minute. I mean, Henderson's going to obviously go for the score here. There's a few men that we've dotted in now, but they need men in there.
Yeah, they need men in quick. He's dropping it short, but the ball's gone up, and the ball is gone over the bar. Again, Ryan Henderson is showing why he's such a super footballer. That's his 4th score of the afternoon or the evening here in the athletic grounds. So Ryan Henderson, he's trying, and then Maghery are now going to empty the bench. They're putting in a couple of young players here. Number 25 will be coming in. Number 25 is Kieran Lappin. Lappin will be coming in for Maghery. Well, we wait for the break and play. Clann, they need a goal. Maghery are in cruise control here. Ball is broken down again. Way over on the far side. Picked up. The ball is spilled out, but that was great bit of work there by the centre 3/4, Jack Wilson. Jack offloads the ball to McCambridge. McCambridge pushes it away out on the far side to the wing half forward. A chance. Henderson, he's going to go forward. He's absolutely going to pull the trigger on this one, and well, he tried to get it in the back of the net, and it just went over the bar. Another score from the boot of Ryan Henderson.
Yeah, he's a great burst of speed there as well, and he picked up that ball, and he's just unfortunate. He's tried to sort of have a looping shot on the top of the net, but it's went over the bar.
Niall Patterson is coming in for Clann. So we wait to see, has any more substitutes been made? When all these substitutions have been made, Kevin, there's 30 seconds or 20 seconds. I'm not sure how many's to be added on for each substitution coming in.
We'll be here for quite a while, David.
We'll be here at 11 o'clock tonight. But of course, this game is live on Armagh TV, Linwood's Armagh TV, bringing you live action from the athletic grounds here this evening. Maghery are bringing in number 19, Conor Farker. They're bringing in Conor Farker. They're bringing in Kieran Loppin, and they're going to be bringing in John Mackle. So all these Maghery men are getting championship time under their belt. Maghery going forward, trying to get another score. The ball's in on the top. It's over the top. Broken down. A chance. But this time there's 2 or 3 Clann men, but the ball is spilled out over on the far side. Clann coming from their full back line, trying to get the ball out. 2 or 3 Maghery men stopping them coming out, but Clann get the ball. But it's too much work, Kevin, from there to the top end of the field here. They need the ball. McCambridge, he's driving forward, but this time he offloads the ball, and the ball is broken out. And Maghery Farker, he gets the return pass. He's going to put this one up in the air. Is it going over the bar? And it's sailed over the bar.
Yeah, they've done well there to turn that ball over. Just, you know, the Clann, especially the defence, they're out on their feet at the minute because they've been carrying that ball and trying to run through the Maghery men. You know, it's such a difficult game to keep up for the entire match, and it just hasn't worked and hasn't penetrated Maghery at all to cause them any sort of real danger.
Well, Maghery have absolutely, well, they're bringing out all their star men here. Out comes Stephen Farker. He's absolutely delighted here. He's shaking their hands. He comes out, and the Maghery men are Big James Lavery's off. Big James Lavery, they're resting him up here for the final. But Clann, they're driving forward. They're not beat yet. In comes Owens. He's driving forward. He's been trying very, very hard all evening. But Kevin, they need to be penetrating. The ball goes diagonal across the far side. But again, there's always a Maghery man in there. Paul McKenna, he checks the ball one way. He checks the ball the other. He looks in for support. This time there's 2 or 3 Maghery men trying to stop. McKenna gets this one, but the ball is spilled out. And a great bit of work there by Clann. Heffern, he offloads the pass to Henderson. Henderson puts this one up in the air, and it's dropping down. Still in play, but Maghery, again, they're coming out with the ball, and Maghery, well, Kevin, what can we say about Maghery here this evening?
Yeah, they're well to life for it, and they absolutely deserve their win tonight. You know, and they've come with a game plan, and it's worked well. Their defensive system's very, very good, and they'll make it difficult for any team.
No question about it. They push the ball back this time from Campbell. Jared Campbell offloads the pass, and Maghery driving from the middle. 2 or 3 substitutions into the game here. The Maghery men, they're all trying to get a place for the final. Way over on the far side. A lovely pass inside. A chance here for Maghery to get another score on the board. But that's great defensive work there by Clann over the far side. The ball is spilled out. The Maghery man's on the ground. There's 2 or 3 Clann men after him. The referee has indicated you've overcarried the ball. Henderson pushes this forward again, but this time out comes the wing back for Clann, or for Maghery. Farker, now Farker, he stops that attack, pushes the ball out to his wingman, and Maghery repel that one. The ball comes in this time to one of the substitutes coming in, and that man that kicked the ball was John Mackle. But Clann, they're driving forward. They're trying to get another score. They're trying to get a goal. Andy Waters is going to try and get talking to somebody. Harold Kane. Andy Waters has, oh, what a hit there. There was a huge hit there on the Clann man, and he absolutely got hammered in that tackle. Clann driving forward. There goes Ryan Henderson. Ryan Henderson got fouled in that position there. Ryan Henderson's looking for the ball, trying to get the ball in. The Clann man's down hurt here, but he's 2 or 3 people after him. But Clann, they need to get a goal. They're trying to get a goal. Referee has indicated that that's a free, and that time that was Adam Kelly. He scored a goal in the point. Kevin, that was a huge hit on the Clann man down here. And
yeah,
he was open.
He was open. Yeah, he's been hurt there now, and he's all hoping he's alright. He looks like he's just shaking it off, and yeah, he's back on his feet now. It's good to see. So, as that ball's kicked over the bar, Damien.
Yeah, and I think that's Paul McKenna. Paul McKenna got his first score of the evening there, putting it over the bar. There'll be at least 1 minute. Well, if this was Crow Park, there would be about 8 minutes, Kevin. But there's only
I think 1 minute's far enough, and the stands are starting to empty now, and it's 10 o'clock at night finishing off a game. It's fairly late, but it's been a great sort of performance by Maghery. Like, they've scored two goals and 16 points, Damien, but they've also, one thing they're really going to need to look at is their wide tallies. They've kicked 12 wide on top of what they've scored.
Well, this time they just absolutely pushed that one over the bar, and that was a great bit of interplay of football over on the far side by the Maghery men. I'm not sure who put that over the bar, but Connor Falker. So these Falkers, they're absolutely super footballers. There's 3 or 4 of them on the field of play this evening. But Clann, well, again, they're persistent, trying to bring the ball out from the back line. Shea Harford, the young all-star, college's all-star, he's driving forward. Got the card rescinded last night. Well, pushes it in towards the corner. But this time, again, there's a Maghery man. There's always a Maghery man free. The referee's looking at his whistle. The referee will be blowing the long whistle in a moment or two. But Maghery come out. They push out with the ball. They're driving forward. There's 2 or 3 Maghery men looking for the pass. Well, everywhere you look, there's a blue and white or a blue and yellow player on the ball. Referee has indicated play on. Henderson is trying awful hard here this evening. Ryan Henderson can hold his head high this evening. He had a queer game of football for Clann. Again, the ball is pushed away over into the corner, a diagonal ball. The referee's looking at his whistle. Clann are going to try and get the ball back. Maghery hold on to the ball. They offload the pass down along the end line. 2 or 3 chasing after the ball. Great bit of soccer work there by the umpire has indicated that that's a wide. And I would say, Kevin, when this ball's kicked out, Ali Hardy will blow the long whistle.
He will indeed. He's taking the whistle from around his neck, and he's blew it now, Damien. So congratulations to Maghery. We reached the senior final.
2-17 to 1-9. What a score in the semi-final of the senior championship, Kevin. And you have to say, you have to be mighty, mighty impressed with this Maghery team. Yeah,
they're well organised. There's absolutely no doubt, and defensively they're very, very sound. Even with David Lavery out of the action there. And they're going to be very, very difficult to break down. Whoever comes through the other semi-final, whether it be Cross or whether it be Cullyhanna, they really are going to be tough opponents in the final, and they're very much here on merit.
There's no question. We have to say congratulations to Ali Hardy. He refereed the match very, very well tonight here. But we have to say, Kevin, mighty impressed with the men from the Loch Shore. The Maghery men had a mission. I was talking to a couple of the Maghery men earlier on in the year, and they're quietly confident. And I suppose that league match down in Maghery 3 or 4 weeks ago, where they were playing Cross McGlennon, Maghery come out on the right side of that one, has given them the momentum to push on.
Yeah, I think so, and I think they've learned from last year. They played Cross last year in a real sort of dire game. It was single figures, scored and score wise, and they were disappointed with that performance. And they threw it up here tonight, and they've really threw down a marker. Clann, they've done so well throughout this championship. They were here very much in merit themselves, and we were very impressed with them, and they'll be disappointed enough with their performance, but they will absolutely hold their hands up and say the best team won.
Well, there's no doubt about it, and we look out here and we see the shot accuracy 50% for Maghery, 45% for Clann, but that's probably not a great statistic, because Clann were absolutely hammered here, Kevin.
Yeah, they were, but you do look at the stats, like 31 turnovers compared to Clann 21. The wides, I definitely think it's something that's a concern for Maghery. Yes, they put on a great score, but to hit 12 wides, and we sort of spoke about it in the beginning of the game, there was at least 5 or 6 really scoreable chances out of those, and whoever they come up against, whether it be Cross or Cullyhanna, they're going to have to make sure they score those.
Well, Andy Waters, he's got the bag packed. He's away to write it. His report's gone down the line. It's headed down the line. John Morrison, he's writing his report. Eugene Craney, Joe McManus, and our own PRO, Sean from Wolf Tones. Sean is over on the far side, and he's smiling and saying, OK, lads, 1 semi-final down, 1 to go. Kevin, I can tell you one thing. This Maghery team are absolutely flying.
Yeah, they really, really are. There's no doubt about it. And, I tell you what, out of whoever wins, the big game on Sunday, we are set for an incredible county final. There's no doubt about it.
There is absolutely no question about it. We're going to have a North Armagh versus a South Armagh, a top of the county versus the bottom of the county. Will it be Cullyhanna, or will it be Crossmaglen? You'll get it here on Sunday, 7 o'clock live on Linwood's Armagh TV in association with Donnelly's.
Yep, no doubt about it. We'll be here, Damien, and I'm very much looking forward to it. I think it'll be a cracking game. Of course, it'll be live on Linwood's Armagh TV.
Well, we have to say thanks to everybody for tuning in, and don't forget on Monday evening at 7 o'clock we do the same again. And thanks to all the team all round here for the Linwood's Armagh TV, bringing this game live to you all around the world, and up in the space shuttle up above, or the space station up above, where you can tune in and watch this game from the Loch Shore to the space station to the athletic grounds and from the ecclesiastical capital of Ireland. We'll see you here on Sunday evening.